Nice car driver.
Jesus, you're gonna die.
What is up, guys, and welcome to another video. Today we are going to be going over my weekly grocery haul. So, if you guys don't know, I eat a lot. So I buy a lot of food, go through a lot of food. So I'm just going to kind of take you through what I get on a weekly basis or regular basis, and just kind of tell you my thought process while I'm going through the grocery store, what I'm looking for, and what I typically eat. So let's get into it. Alright, so when I'm going to the grocery store, first thing that's in my mind,
Food? Oh, gimme.
is I need to make sure I have my protein, I need to have my fats, I need to have my carbs, I need to have my vegetables, and I need to have my hydration and caffeine in order. So those are like the 5 things I'm really looking for while I'm going through the grocery store. First part that we pass by in the grocery store is going to be like the refrigerator section. So we're going to be covering our vegetables first. Now, I buy these pre-bagged chopped salads just because it's easy, it's already made, tastes good, and I'm able to put my protein on it and we're good to go.
Ron, would you like some salad?
Since I am not a rabbit, no, I do not.
Kind of mix it up every now and again, find the ones I like, but right there, it's a big part of my diet right now, especially because I'm dieting. I like the volume of the food, makes me feel nice and good. Next thing that we get, spinach. Spinach is a great source of potassium, leafy greens. And I like putting it in my egg scrambles because I just like getting a little bit more color. It makes me feel good. A lot of the stuff that I buy on a weekly basis, I have trialed a lot, and I know what makes me feel good, what doesn't make me feel good. So spinach is always a staple in my diet as well. Now, after that little refrigerator section, we cruise on by the meat section. I like to get my ground beef. I like to get organic ground beef. It just, to me, tastes a little bit better.
Is this organic?
Now, this beef is specifically 85% lean. I don't necessarily care because my dietary fats are really high, so I don't really care about the fat content or anything like that in the meat, but I like to eat red meat at least once a day, just because it makes me feel good. So ground beef, it's also very versatile. We can make tacos out of it, we can make burgers out of it, we can just make like minced up ground beef. You can make a lot of different stuff with it. It tastes good, easy to get down. Next thing that we get in that meat section, rotisserie chicken. Now, here's a little pro tip. If you're shopping at Costco, they have this hand-pulled, vacuum sealed rotisserie chicken breast. So it's already shredded, already deboned, zero work. You just open up the pack and it's already cooked, good to go. Saves me a lot of time when I'm meal prepping, and it's already done in the fantastic style that Costco rotisserie chicken is. So it tastes good and you're ready to go with no cooking involved. So pro tip, Costco rotisserie chicken.
Ew, gross. Tastes like chicken.
Next thing we go by is the little refrigerator pre-made stuff section, and that's where we're going to be getting our chicken sausage. Chicken sausage, I get it and I put it in my egg scrambles just because it adds some flavor, it tastes good. Yeah, this is just a little extra zing for my food. It's not necessary by any stretch of the imagination, but chicken sausage makes it taste a heck of a lot better. Moving right along, the next section we hit up is eggs. So here we got a nice pack of eggs. I eat a lot of eggs every day.
When I was a lad, I ate 4 dozen eggs every morning to help me get large.
So I get a lot of them. I get probably about 4 dozen every week, and I eat pretty much all of them. So kind of what they call an egg connoisseur. But organic eggs, I have found that these just taste better, and a lot of what I do is by taste. It's not because organic is healthier or anything like that, because that's not really what I'm paying attention to. I find that they taste better, makes it a little bit more enjoyable to eat, so go ahead and get my eggs. Right now, because I'm getting a little deeper in my diet, egg whites. I don't want to have all of my fats super early off in the day, so I have egg whites. Now I could separate the yolks out of the whites, but I do not want to take that time, so I buy pre-cartoned egg whites. Makes life a little bit easier for me. Now, cruising down the aisles, and Monster. Now, I go ahead, pick up energy drinks, because I can shop at Costco again. They're a lot cheaper there than buying them individually or whatever. I think it's like $1 per versus like $3 or $4 per at a gas station or whatever. So, White Monster. Now, some people think that these are 0 calorie. If you look right here on the side of the can, I don't know if you can see, it says 0 sugar per can. It does not say 0 calories per can.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
So keep that in mind when you're drinking different stuff. Make sure you check to see how many calories are in it. I also forgot, in the little refrigerator section, I get guac because I am from California and all us California boys like guac. What? Boom, there you go. I put it on my chicken, my eggs, kinda whatever. If I'm needing more fats in my diet, that fits the bill. Can add it on a lot of different things and makes it taste one heck of a lot better. Guac tastes good, always easy. I also buy it pre-portioned out because that way you can't go overboard and you don't have to worry about measuring it all the time with a scale. Cruising down, cruising down. Now, frozen section is where I like to buy a lot of my vegetables and my fruits. A lot of people do not know, if you are buying frozen vegetables or frozen fruits, they are actually just as good as fresh. They still have the same amount of nutrients, same amount of health benefits, all that good stuff. Just they stay preserved way, way longer. So I'm a huge advocate of getting frozen fruits and vegetables if and when possible, because it's gonna help make things a little bit easier, and it's gonna stay better for longer so you have less waste. I get a 3-berry blend. I go ahead and put that in my oatmeal. Always tastes good. I do not like strawberries in my oatmeal, so I like this because it's got blackberries, raspberries, and blueberries. And then I also get stir-fry vegetables. It just gives me a lot of color, gives me a lot of filling food for not a bunch of calories. Get that, eat a bunch of it. There you go. Now, moving right along, I go ahead and pick up my carbs. Now, some of my go-to carbs, I got my mini white potatoes. Again, because I like the taste of the mini ones a little bit better than like the big Idaho or russet potatoes or whatever. So I go ahead and get these mini ones. Make sure when you're eating potatoes, you eat the skins. There's a lot of fiber in the skins, where the rest of the potato, not so much. So make sure you eat skins. And then I also got my sweet potatoes. Costco's been out of sweet potatoes, so we stopped by another grocery store, get my sweet potatoes. But they are my preferred source, and it tastes like candy, so I'm always down for my sweet potatoes. Now, cruising down the aisles. Rice. Always have rice. Not because it's just a bodybuilder staple food or anything like that, but because I freaking love rice.
That's all we ate was rice. That's the key to an Asian household. Rice. That shit is always cooking. There's always a pot of rice cooking. The rice cooker is always on.
It is one of my preferred sources of carbohydrates, and I eat it every day, and it tastes great. I like getting this jasmine rice, and of course, it's a 25-pound bag, so you're not buying it every single week. I maybe go through one bag like a month or something like that, but I always have rice on hand and always cook it up. Good to go. Next, we have these organic organic black beans. These are the same ideas as like the bagged microwavable rice. You rip it open, pop it in the microwave, cook it up, good to go. Now, I'm just adding this to like taco bowls, burrito bowls, stuff like that. Again, it makes things more enjoyable. A lot of my food choices, like I said, are all about making stuff more enjoyable and that fit those 5 criteria I talked about earlier. Next, salsa. I go through a ton of salsa every week, so I'm pretty much buying about 2 of these every week. But again, it adds a lot of flavor for not a whole bunch of calories. Also, more importantly, it adds a lot of salt. Because we are active individuals, we are sweating and losing a lot of salt. That way, we want to make sure we are consuming a lot of salt. It will mess with your water retention just a little bit, so you might have some weight fluctuations, but salsa is a staple. Next thing we hit up, oatmeal. Now, Costco does not sell the oatmeal that I like, so I buy it online, but this is Coach's Steel Cook Quick Cook Oats. Just tastes really good. It has a little bit more protein than normal like Quaker oats or something like that, but just any oatmeal is perfectly fine. Tastes good. I make sure I get quick cook, that way I can toss it in the microwave and nuke it for a couple minutes, and that way it is already cooked up, good to go. But oats. Next thing we get, protein powder. Protein powder, it's always good in a pinch. If you need to get a little bit more protein, if you're running out the door, if you want to put it in oats, add a little bit of flavor, put it in coffee as coffee creamer, that's a pro tip. What? Remember that. But it's always just something real good, real quick. Supplementation is meant to be a supplement to your actual diet. You don't want to be using protein supplements or anything like that as your main source of protein, so make sure you have a lot of different other foods. But if you're ever in a pinch or anything like that, make sure you get protein. Peanut butter. Peanut butter. Delicious, awesome.
Man. All peanut butter is good, but is all good peanut butter?
I make sure to go ahead and put it in my oats, put it on rice cakes, put it in a scoop, just scoop in my mouth. Whatever you want. I like the processed crap one heck of a lot better than the natural stuff, mainly because I don't like stirring a bunch and I don't want to deal with it. So I get the pre-whipped up mass-made stuff just because it's what I prefer. Again, I'm not a super health freak or anything like that, just boom, put a spoon of that wherever you want. Hydration packets. Now, with how active I am and how much I do not drink water as much as I should, I try and get those hydration packets in. Helps with sodium, potassium, helps with some cramping that I have problems with. I like those much better than Gatorade or something like that, because those are just pumped full of sugar and they're basically soda without carbonation, so they are kind of bad for you. Not bad, just not what I'm looking for. I get those liquid IV or something like these water flavorings just because it helps me drink a little bit more, helps with my hydration a little bit, and that's it. Last but not least, snacks. I have 2 high carb days a week, so when I go to the store, I go ahead and get me some snacks for my off days. That way I can just get a little bit more carbs. I like getting single servings of those because depending on what I want or whatever, I want to make sure I'm getting what I want when I want it, and not having any extras or anything like that, mainly because I don't want to deal with any waste or anything. That is it. Now, a couple things to keep in mind. I do not eat all of this food in a week, not even close. Bag of rice lasts me about a month. This bag of vegetables, these bag of berries last me about 2 weeks. The Monster might last me 2 days. Depending on how things are going. Guac lasts me about a week or 2. The eggs, the ground beef, the chicken, the spinach, the salad, potatoes, those all last me about a week. The beans last me a week. Oh, trail mix. Forgot about that. But trail mix, good snack, easy to get in. Carbs, protein, not so much. A little bit of fat. Cat's going crazy, girlfriend's laughing. It's a good time. Trail mix, again, just something to snack on real quick. It's not the healthiest, like super freak healthy option or anything like that, but it's enjoyable. I don't really mix that up just because when I'm under a time constraint or anything like that, it's easy to get fats and sugars in. But a bag of trail mix lasts me 3 weeks, a month. Oatmeal, I buy in bulk, so it lasts me a long time. Protein lasts me, I don't know, 3 weeks, a month. So all this stuff, if you go ahead and go and buy it all at once, it's gonna cost you a pretty penny. But if you're, once you get it all in your kitchen, it's gonna last you a lot longer than a week, and then you just kind of re-up as you need. So I have found this to be one of the most economical ways to do things, and one of the most enjoyable ways to eat for me. Yeah, so that's my grocery haul for this week. If you guys have any questions, please go ahead and drop them in the comments below. I will be more than happy to answer any questions you might have. Now I'm hungry. It's time to start eating all of this food in one sitting. Pew pew. Pew pew.